How you doing? My name is Pedro. I'm founder of NJ4 Kids, NJ4 Parental Equality. I want to talk a little bit about accountability. On both ends, between the custodial parent and the non-custodial parent. Well, obviously the magnifying glass is on us, on the non-custodial parent. And my point is that we have to be accountable for our actions, on what got us to being a non-custodial parent. We all can't be victims of parental alienation. We all can't be victims of family court and so on. There's a lot of people that, you try to help and you wind up finding basically the other sides of the story, because there's always three sides to every story. You have the custodial side, the non-custodial side, and then the truth. And you wind up putting pieces together, and you're seeing that you're helping somebody who doesn't need help in family court. They need more help for themselves, as far as domestic violence or drug, alcohol relations and so on. And I think they need more treatment and supervised visitation than anything else. But my point is that also the custodial side, because of the way Title 4D works, that it funds prisons, child services, domestic violence programs, judges' salaries and pensions, welfare, and so on. And you see a lot of times that the custodial parent is a hard-working individual, but because the non-custodial parent is a hard-working individual, but the custodial parent is receiving welfare and they won't change custody, and it's because of that funding. The same thing with child services. Sometimes child services rather keep a child in a high-risk situation to continue funding than actually doing their jobs. But my point again is about the accountability. Like for instance, in my situation, when my ex threw me out while she was pregnant, she was 4 months pregnant. She told me that the pregnancy wasn't mine, that she wasn't going to name our son after me and my father, which she knew how important that was, and he isn't named after me and my father, that he wasn't going to have my last name, and he didn't have my last name. And I said hurtful things. I said, especially after she said that the pregnancy wasn't mine and that she was going to have an abortion. I said, I hope you do have an abortion. I hope you do have a miscarriage. I hope you slip on ice. I said those things, and I was hurt. And I'm always accountable for my actions. But like I said, my point is for people to start being more accountable, and also to not, those that are helping, they shouldn't be taking every situation personal. That's one of the downfalls in this movement, is that we're quick to defend someone that we think needs defending. And I'm not saying that we all don't or we all do, but we have to get to the root of why they're in that situation. Like not everybody is a victim of parental alienation. Another thing that I want to mention, talking to those people who are spearheading, we also have to watch. There's a lot of people out there selling shirts and so on, and this isn't going to get changed by selling shirts. Raising awareness that way, it does raise awareness, but you have to make sure that a lot of these places that are selling shirts are a 501c3 organization, because if not, they're just making the money, and it's not really helping the cause. You have so many GoFundMes going that nobody knows what's going on. You got people living in vans, having their kids go over there and during their time and living in the van. Like that's not good. That's not good at all. the living conditions aren't up to par, and that non-custodial parent should seek help instead of seeking these GoFundMes, or even selling t-shirts. You know, like, this is unfortunately the reality of this at times. The same thing with the I wrote down, you know, treatment, like I was mentioning before. You know, I think that's what we need to focus is getting treatment for a lot of these people who are in these situations. You know, that is the only way that you know, we should start focusing. We should start advocating for treatment. You know, because that's one of the things that is needed with family court. But I think that's pretty much that I wanted to talk about today. As always, you can like, share, comment, and so on our YouTube channel. Even subscribe. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.